today's adventure on the Camino del Norte is taking the coastal path out of Santander. And it's not exactly a coastal path, it's just sort of a made-up alternate route that's not officially the Camino. So there aren't going to be any markers for it. And it is going to be, I've heard, between like 34 or 37 kilometers to kind of go a really, really long way all around Santander and the coast in this area. It's supposed to be so gorgeous. It is going to set me back though, definitely a day behind everyone I've met, unless anyone else takes the coastal path or if the others do really short stages. So I'm a little sad about that. I've made a few friends here, but also like it happens on the Camino, you just, after a week or especially 8, 9, 10 days, you start to recognize a lot of the people that you've been with and kind of becomes like an unofficial Camino family. So it is a little bit sad to think that I might not see a lot of people again. But on the other hand, when I come and do the Camino, I'm always here really to do my own thing. And this feels good to take a different path. Here's my current problem. Taking the coastal path, and it put me on this beach that I have to walk across. And that's great. But there are a lot of shells. And when there are a lot of shells on these beaches, it just means that there's sea glass everywhere. So I'm afraid I'm never gonna get anywhere because look, like there's just so much sea glass. Oh, I don't think I'm ever gonna leave. So far, this route has been pretty incredible. I've been just hiking the coastline almost the entire time once I got a little further from Santander. And I'm walking right by the water. There aren't any other pilgrims. There are a few people walking with their dogs. But otherwise, it's totally quiet and peaceful. So I keep following little paths that I think will go the right way, and then it turns out I get stuck. And I'm surrounded by water. So now I gotta go back up there and walk the path that goes up by that fence and that house so I can carry on. So it just took me like 30 minutes to, try to figure out where to go. I had to get over on the other side of those rocks to where I am now, and I missed the turnoff because I started following this old guy and his dog, and then I ended up on a road, but I knew it was pulling me away from the coast. In the distance I could see the path, so then I went in an area where I thought maybe the path was, but it was a field of sheep. I definitely wasn't supposed to be there because from far off in the distance I heard a guy yelling at me, and I think maybe he was trying to be helpful, but since I don't fully understand Spanish, I don't know. So on the way back down from that field, I walked through a big old patch of stinging nettle, so now my ankles are on fire, but I am back on the right track. take a train because they no longer let you cross the bridge. So we just saved ourselves just a tiny bit of walking. Some pilgrims decide to backtrack and add an extra 10 kilometers if they stay in Bu so that they don't have to take the train. So I kind of think it's cheating, but I figure it's okay. What in the world does this mean? It's so confusing. Oh, there's so many arrows. But there's one here and here. And the pilgrims in front of me went this way. So I think I'll go this way too. So a lot of the route today is not appealing at all. Kind of walking on streets right along rush hour traffic, going by these big factories. It's like one town after another like that, all road walking. But, you know, it's actually not so bad. I mean, no, it's not great, especially compared to yesterday when I walked along the coast, but it's the Camino. About noon, and I'm probably 5, maybe 6 kilometers away from where I'm hoping to stay tonight. The place, the albergue, only has, I think, 14 beds, which is not a lot, and especially considering how crowded things are in the Norte. Yeah, I don't know if I'll get a spot. I think my timing is good, but it's a private albergue, which means they take reservations, or at least this one does. And, you know, it's been something that I've struggled with sometimes on the Camino. You know, I could have called and made a reservation and known I had a bed, and, you know, I could have gotten there really fast, could have taken my time, gotten there slow, but have been assured of a bed there. But I don't know, I feel like on the Camino, it's not really how I like to walk the Camino. I much prefer to, you know, sometimes have a plan, but then if I want to change it, or if I want to keep walking, or if I want to stop early, I can. So I passed through Santander del Mar, and as I was trying to get out of the village, it's a small village, it's not big, but I lost the Camino. I've been, I don't know, these last couple of days, I haven't had a good sense of direction, I guess. So I went to the tourist office in Santander and asked them, how do I find the Camino? And the woman was so nice. She's like, it's easy, just go straight. So anyway, but, you know, now I'm walking, and a lot of the morning's walk was on, you know, right along a highway at a busy road, but this is a lot better, kind of back out in the countryside. And yeah, it's nice. I don't know where the other pilgrims are. I'm probably kind of in the middle, behind or ahead, which is nice though. It means I can just kind of walk alone for a while. It's great. There's a lovely big dog over there. Oh, you can't really see him anymore. He's just like running and barking. I should probably get out of here, but he like came across the field running and barking and wasn't gonna let me pass. But then I realized he was just scared of me, just like I was scared of him. So the albergue where I'm staying tonight is not far at all from the sea. So I decided to take a little walk. Just wearing my flip-flops because I've already showered and got all cleaned up. And I asked the hospitalero at the albergue the quickest way or the easiest way to get to the coast. And as usual, I misunderstood something and basically trespassed through some property to get over here, but now I'm on what I'm assuming is a public access road. So I'm going to see if there's hopefully a bench or some rocks or somewhere where I can sit pretty close with a nice view. Haha, I definitely came the wrong way because there's a sign for Caborondondo, excuse my pronunciation, but 400 meters that way. And I just came from the other way, so I definitely took the long way to get here, but these signs look promising. This was exactly what I was hoping for. Look at this. This coastline is incredible. You know, something that's so different about this area is that it's not built up at all. Like, I just had to walk, you know, it was 400 meters, 500 meters, so that's like half a kilometer. It's nothing to get to this area, and there's nothing here. You know, I passed a few houses, but there's absolutely nothing. There's just a little trail, and there's some rocks, and then there's that beautiful water. So I found my spot where I'm just gonna sit for a while and eat my sandwich, write my journal, and just enjoy this view.